Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us today on this Coffee with the Principal on today, Friday, April 1st. So glad that you took the time to join us today. Just as a reminder, as we get started, you've joined the meeting muted. Feel free to use the chat box as needed. We encourage you to leave your video on, but again, you don't have to. And just as a reminder, we are recording the meeting, and that allows us to share with families who weren't able to make it live. So I'm excited to share with you this week some of the things that our scholars have been doing in their classrooms, some things that are coming up soon next week, and then take your questions. All right. So again, the best part of my day as a principal is when I get to go into classrooms and see the amazing work that our students are doing in those classrooms. And I don't always get to go into every classroom every week or see every cohort of students every week, but I try to do as best I can. So some of the highlights from this week, we had scholars in 6th grade analyzing central ideas in grade level rigorous paragraphs. This student is presenting to the class the way that she supported her main idea with details from the text. So again, here, students are analyzing grade level texts, but also practicing their presentation skills. It is now April, but we just wrapped up Women's History Month, and our social studies students did an amazing job working in teams to put together profiles of famous women from history who've left an enduring legacy of their contributions. So I was able to see some of their finished, actually, believe it or not, these are still in process. They're not quite done with these yet, but they looked done to me, but they were still putting the finishing touches on them. So well done for our scholars in their social studies classes as they engage with, again, grade level research, reading the text, extracting key ideas from that, and being able to present that in a meaningful way. So well done. Our students in robotics continue to build and program, and I like this picture because you can see it's not just they're putting together robots, it's the fact that they're also using the programming language to actually tell those robots exactly what to do. And the thing about robots is they will do exactly what you want them to do, but also only what you want them to do. So you have to be very specific and clear with what it is that you're asking the robots to do. So well done for our 7th graders and our 8th graders and 6th graders who are engaging in their STEM classes to really get that hands-on learning in there. This is a brand new picture. We took this last evening. Shout out to Miss Alejandre. I think Miss Casimir was there too, and several of our families who went with some of our 8th graders to a bowling night at Bowlero right here in Westchester. So they had a great time, and stay tuned for more upcoming events for 8th graders as they move over the next little bit over 2 months now towards culmination. Things will move pretty quickly, but again, culmination is coming for 8th graders, and we want to celebrate them as they complete middle school and start getting ready for high school. So a lot of fun, and stay tuned to Class Dojo. Usually that's the best place for all the details about that as we move forward. All right. 6th grade families and 6th graders, we have embarked on something that we're calling the 6th grade challenge, or the 6th grade promise, or whatever you want to call it. But I was a former math teacher, some of you know that, and one of the most important key skills that all students know is they need to be fluent, meaning speed and accuracy at some of the foundational concepts in mathematics, specifically single-digit multiplication and division. And so what we've noticed is that some of our students know this stuff already, but some of our students still struggle with it. And so what we've put together is a 6th grade challenge where we've identified this website called XtraMath, and every 6th grader has an account. And what I explained it to, like, the 6th graders is a website where you can go on and it will give you personalized practice at some of the 6th grade foundational skills. And it's about speed and accuracy, just for those, recognition of some of those basic facts. And I told the sixth graders, it's a little bit like brushing your teeth. You don't want to do it for a long period of time, but you do want to do it for a little bit of time every single day. And so what I am encouraging sixth graders to do and encouraging their families to help me encourage them to do is spend 10 minutes every day on the website XtraMath, which will track their progress, and I can see it all. The cool thing is we've set up a series of prizes and kind of awards that they can get moving forward as they progress through the different levels, which I can see. So we've got like a lot of them is free dress passes, which kids love. But then also we've got some goodies going up the chart, and we want to put together some t-shirts for kids who can get to 100. So literally it's 10 minutes every day. And that's it, no more. And that will really build the foundation that will make our kids successful as they go deeper into more conceptually challenging things. So if you can help me with that, I sent to all of the emails that we had on record a link from XtraMath so that you as a parent can register to connect an account to your child's account so you can see their progress as well. If you didn't get that, look in your spam because sometimes it goes there. But if you didn't get that, reach out to me and do that. Great question. There's a question in the chat, why only sixth grade? And the truth of the matter is, I didn't know how well this would work starting off, so I wanted to start off with a single grade level, see how it goes, and we're piloting the sixth grade now. But as I figure out what works in this and what's not working, we can figure out how to roll it out to future to other grade levels as well. So thank you very much for that question. I wanted to keep it small to start off with and then grow it as we see what's working and what's not. So thank you for that question. All right. I want to say thank you to all of you families who joined us last Friday in the virtual community fundraiser that we did to earn money for decorating our fence out front. So our fence works great, but it's a little bit boring and it's mostly blank. And we want to put up some cool designs there. Go Rockets, welcome Rockets. Maybe we can get a logo. But thanks to all your efforts last Friday, we earned $247.88, and then we had an additional $50 donation come in. So that is tremendous. I'm super thankful for all of you to participate in that. It goes a long way. So be on the lookout for information about what our next steps are towards putting that fence design together. A big shout out to our parent coordinator who coordinated that. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And if there are other parents who want to just step up to the plate and say, hey, I found this fundraiser. Can we do it? Find the fundraiser, shoot me an email, and we'll talk briefly, and it'll probably be a green light go. And this was a great way to do that. So thank you so much for taking the initiative, for finding that fundraiser, reaching out to me and say, hey, can we do this? And the answer is yes. Awesome. All right. I think I shared this with you before, but I'll share this again. We are having some in-person tours after spring break. For prospective families. So many of you had your children go to elementary school in the community or in other places, and maybe still connected with some of the families from there. It would be really powerful if you would share this link with them, or they can just go to a website. They'll get a pop-up that says, hey, here's when our tours are. And this will give families a chance to come to campus, to see our classrooms, to see our space, and I can share a little bit more about the vision and the mission in the school. So we can share that as well. Thank you so much for doing that. Next week, we are having a Spirit Week here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy. And I think we shared this on Dojo already, but we're sharing this here today. We have 5 themed days next week, the the last week we have here before we all go on spring break. And so we wanted to share with you what that is. So Monday is pajama day. So if kids want to wear pajamas, we welcome and encourage them to wear pajamas. We've done pajama days in the past. That's really, that's kind of like a standard Spirit Week day. So kids always love coming in pajamas. So Monday is pajama day. Tuesday is dress like your teacher day. So think creatively about what that might look like, to dress like your teacher day. Wednesday is identical day. Some schools call this twin day. We call this identical day because we know sometimes there are groups of 3 sometimes, or groups of 4 or 5 who want to dress identically. So on April 6th, Wednesday, kids can wear what they would like to, as long as it is identical to at least one or more other people that they've planned to do that with. So that's always a fun thing. And we can get groups of kids together to do that. April 7th, Thursday, is tie-dye day. And that is a day where if kids have tie-dye shirts, I don't know if I've seen tie-dye pants, but maybe tie-dye pants, tie-dye head wraps, any sort of thing that's tie-dye, we encourage students to wear on Thursday. And then Friday, April 8th is the last day before spring break. There's a lot of things happening on Friday, April 8th, and we'll get to them in a minute. But it's the Too Cool for School Shades Day. So Friday, April 8th will be a free dress day for everybody. And we encourage kids to wear, their cool sunglasses on that Friday. A couple of things just to know about these. If a child chooses not to dress in the theme of the day, that's totally fine, but they do need to be in school uniform if they're not dressing on that theme on that day. So please just double check with your child about what theme is that day. Also, all of these themes are already listed as events in Class Dojo. So if you go to Class Dojo and just look in the events section, you'll see which theme is which day. This is also going out on Blackboard a couple times. And then there's a link in there that shows, the expectations in general of themed days, meaning basically the short version is nothing unsafe and nothing that's offensive. So that's that. Couple other things moving forward. Thank you to some of our families who volunteered to help us with intersection support after school on during dismissal, while we await the city of Los Angeles to put in a crosswalk and then hopefully get a crossing guard at some point. If you've got literally 10 minutes, if you've got 10 minutes free during dismissal, you can help us out. There's a link right there where you can sign up for slots or days to do that. We really only need one person. That would be super helpful and encourage even more safety for our students and our kiddos. Okay, some of you know that we are in the process of raising money and partnering with the American Heart Association for our American Heart Challenge. And we're doing good so far. We still want to register some more kids and have some more of our kids earn some of their donations towards the American Heart Association. There's a link there, and your students have been shared this link. Here's the thing. I think there's like 10 students away now from me having to record a TikTok dance video. I don't know why I agreed to that, but if your students want to see me do a TikTok dance video, we just need 50 students to register. I think we're at 40 something, so we're pretty close. Every student who registers will give them a free dress pass. And then Finn's mission is a series of online activities that kids can do that promote heart health, good nutritious habits, and things like that. And then there's an additional incentive if we hit our monetary goal for that. So check this out with your child. Encourage your kiddos to participate in that way. All right, let's see. The one other thing that I'll share with you today is I forgot to put the slide up here, but on Friday, next Friday, April 8th, it is the Too Cool for School Shades Day. So kids can be in free dress, they can wear their shades, etc. A couple things that are happening that day. That's the last day of the American Heart Challenge. And it's also spring break, the day before spring break. Our leadership teacher, Miss Alejandra, is preparing like a spring fest, kind of like the fall fest that we had as well, where kids come up to the front of the school towards the end of the day, various games, various activities, prizes, etc., etc. That'll go from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. on that day. School is dismissed next Friday at the normal Friday time, 2:17. So at 2:17, your child can be dismissed. But if your child would like to stay, up, past 2:15 to continue to engage in the Fall Fest up till it ends at 4, that's totally fine as well. Our teachers will be there, so if they would like to participate up until 4, they can, but we're not going to hold them till 4. They will be released at 2:17 as normal if you would like them to do. Yeah, so I think that is all those announcements. Some COVID updates. Always have COVID updates. Continued good news. 0 cases, 0 transmission. For the first time in a long time, I want you to notice this number. There were actually 0 cases in any of the Westchester community of schools. So none at Westchester, none here, none at Wright, none of our, 9 elementary schools. So these are really, really going down. So that's a very positive thing. So you can always, for those of you who want to know before I do, you can always check it out at that link right there. A couple things about spring break coming up that it's important for you to know. One is that LAUSD will continue to do stationary COVID testing over spring break on Monday through Thursday of spring break. So most of you have maybe been to Audubon Middle School. That's the closest one to do stationary COVID testing if you've needed to. So that'll be available Monday through Thursday of spring break, April 11th through 15th. However, only Monday is the PCR test. Tuesday through Thursday are the rapid antigen tests. And I guess Tuesday through Thursday, they're giving something called the PRL sputum tests. I don't know what that is. But here's the deal. If you would like to use that, for your child, you can, but none of that is actually required because this coming week, we are going to be distributing to every student here at Katherine Johnson STEM Academy and our staff members a box that contains 2 rapid tests. These are our gifts to you from the Los Angeles Unified School District. So sometime next week, your child will get a box. I think it looks like that. That has 2 rapid tests for them to take home and use during spring break. And what we are telling you and students to do is that students should test on either Saturday, April 16th or Sunday, April 17th. So the 2 days before we return from spring break on Monday, April 18th. Now, what do you do with the results? If the result of that test on the 16th or the 17th is negative, you don't need to do anything. You don't need to upload it. You don't need to provide verification. If the result of that test is positive, though, couple things. One, please upload that, photograph of that result to the Daily Pass so we can track it in LAUSD. Isolate, meaning don't come to school on the 18th, and contact your medical care provider for additional steps. Here's a little bit of information on the same thing. So students, if negative on the 16th or 17th rapid antigen test, you don't need to do anything. You can just come to school on April 18th. Your daily pass will work. You don't need to upload anything. If it's positive, isolate immediately, contact a doctor, plan for care, upload the test result to daily pass. Don't come to school on April 18th. So those are the steps. And then this is the same thing. So again, come to school on April 18th, which is Monday. The only reason you shouldn't come to school on April 18th is if your child tests positive on the rapid test, which you give them on the 16th or the 17th. We will continue to do weekly PCR testing here at the school. Fridays is our days, so kids are testing today. They will test on April 8th before spring break. They'll also test on the 22nd over spring break. Just a heads up, we have a handful of students who tested positive for COVID over the winter break back in late December, early January. And because they tested positive, they don't actually, here's the question, right? They don't actually test positive or they actually don't test again, PCR, for 90 days. Someone from our office, I think it'll be Miss Davis, will contact you the week that they should resume PCR testing here at the school. If your child is still in that 90-day window, they actually don't do the testing at all. So either the rapid antigen testing or the PCR test. You don't do either until the full 90 days have expired. If for example, your child did test positive for COVID way back in late December, early January, we're now getting close to that time, and you're like, what was the date? You can log back into the daily pass and go to like test results, and I think it'll tell you the date, or else you can calculate the date that way. All right, I'm almost out of time too. All right, I'm about ready to take questions, but one of the things I realized is that, sometimes parents ask me, what's something easy that I can do to help the school? And, sometimes there's not things, but one quick thing that I realized is that all schools, including ours, have an account on Great Schools. And so if you're having a great experience here, we would encourage you to go to that website, bit.ly/KJSA Great Schools, and take, 30 seconds and leave us a rating, leave us a review. If you absolutely hate Principal Hunsberger and everything that Catherine Johnson is doing, you can post that on Great Schools as well, or you can reach out to us and hopefully we can help you directly with that. All right, with that said, I am done with all of that information. There was a lot today, and I can pause and see if there are any questions that folks may have. Oh, we just lost somebody because the number of boxes got bigger. All right, well, I won't have as much wait time as last time, but again, happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I will tell you that, this morning I got a text from Mr. Medellin that said, Mr. Hunsberger, there's like 4 people absent today and you're gonna have to do entry all by yourself. And then it dawned on me what day today was. So make sure that you pull some sort of trick on your children today too, because it is April 1st. So have a great day, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.